So I went to Coachella and my voice is really hoarse.
Hello everyone and welcome to Stiff Peaks, a baking channel about macaron and other French treats by me, Katie Carolyn, out of my kitchen in Los Angeles, California. So let's get going.
Welcome back to Stiff Peaks. Today we're going to be baking glazed maple donut macaroons because my favorite type of donut is a maple donut, and because I can't really eat donuts because I'm gluten-free, I wanted to make a macaroon version because those are gluten-free. And so that's what we're doing today. So I got dark amber maple syrup because the darker it is, the more mapley it is, and you really want the maple filling to be as mapley as possible. Really, you don't need any other special ingredients. It's just gonna be a general donut glaze and just our general ingredients: eggs, almond flour, powdered sugar, granulated sugar. I got new gel food coloring dyes, and they're so cute and they're great colors, and I'm so excited. They're super cute, and they all have they're not just green, it's this one's teal, so I'm just really excited about it. The thing is the macaroon color is the same color as the donut, so I don't get to use them this time, but they came in, so I'm excited to use them sometime soon. I'm gonna measure out all my ingredients on my scale, and I'm gonna line my baking sheets, and I'm gonna just prep everything the normal macaroon way. So watch my macaroon shell video because everything's gonna be the exact same. I'm just gonna pipe them in little circles. I'm also gonna make sure to make the batter thicker so that it doesn't just run into the hole in the middle and fill in the donut shape. I'm just gonna pipe it in a ring and hopefully it works out. So I just finished all of my prep. I have my egg whites and my granulated sugar and my thrice sifted dry ingredients with a pinch of salt. And so now I'm just going to make the egg white and granulated sugar mixture in my mixer. I'm guessing they'll be not full donut size, so we're not going for this. We're going probably for think of that. I think these are gonna be super cute. I'm excited about it. Okay, so I just folded in all my dry ingredients and I counted out my folds in the process. So I added in half a cup of, because it's just easy to scoop with a half cup. So I just added in half a cup of the dry mix, folded it 5 times. So I did that 4 times, and then I added in the rest of it, and then I folded it 20 times, and then I scraped off my spatula with a spoon, and then scraped down the whole bowl, and then I just folded 10 more times, and it is at that honey lava consistency, but it's actually really, really thick, but it's still smooth. Because you can get it at a nice thick consistency that's all pretty incorporated, but it's not really smooth. And I mean, you still want the tops to be really smooth, even if you want it to be a more thick consistency. So it is now smooth, but still pretty darn thick. For a normal one, I probably would fold it 5 more times. I'm just going to put it into my super high-tech piping bag, my Ziploc and a cup, and I'm going to pipe it. I'll get a good angle of me piping it into the donut shape, and then I will let it rest for an hour, and then oven, and while I'm letting it rest, I will probably be making the filling. Let's go. And hopefully they'll even out a little bit. Hey, at least it was nice and thick and they're not really filling in except for a few that I totally made way too big. That one is just a puddle. Most of these look pretty okay though. There weren't that many bubbles, which is nice. So I'm just gonna try to even them out with a toothpick if they have way too many peaks. And the way I'm doing that is I'm sticking the toothpick into the batter and swirling it around, and it kind of just evens evens out the general look of the batter, but it does kind of like mix it, so you can't do it too much or else it'll just turn runny, and you don't want it to be runny because then it won't be very donut-y, it'll just be a puddle. Let these sit for an hour, and make sure you preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 degrees Celsius. So for the filling, it is just a basic donut glaze that I'm going to hopefully thicken up with a little bit of extra sugar. So you just put the maple syrup and butter on the heat in a saucepan and just stir it on low until the butter melts, and then take it off the heat. Add in the sugar, mix it in, put it aside to cool, and we have all the time in the world to wait for the macaroon shells to dry out on the top. So you got a lot of time to let that cool down. If you do need to speed up the cool down process, all you have to do is put the pan in a large bowl of ice water and just stir it up, and the coldness of the ice water will come through the pan, and as you're stirring, it will just thicken up. Today is just really simple. It's just gonna taste so good. Oh, let me show you the sprinkles that I have. I'm still deciding on which ones I want to use, but I have like the typical rainbow sprinkles. I also have like rainbow confetti. It's like tiny little circles. It's so adorable. And then I have these little rainbow tiny little circles, little dots, and they're all just so cute. I might like do some of each. Oh, I totally will, because I'm just very indecisive. The recipe's really easy. It's a 1/4 cup of butter, 1/2 cup of syrup, and 1 cup of powdered sugar. So it's really easy. All right, so 1/2 cup of syrup, and then 1/2 a stick of butter is the same as a 1/4 cup. And you just melt it together. It's just so simple. And then you add in a cup of sugar. I'm so happy that things are easy like this. So they're out of the oven. I put each tray in for 15 minutes, and they turned out a nice golden brown. And they kind of look more like bagels because they're not going to be shiny. So I just went through and this sheet came out first, so I went through and I popped them all off of the parchment paper and then matched them up with the best size. And I tried to match up the hole in the middle size, and that ended up working out. And then these just came out, and I have not taken them off yet. So I will get a good angle for the filling, and we will be done. Woohoo! So I tried to pick the prettier side to put up. So here's the first one done. I think they look pretty darn cute. The maple filling is so good. If you wanted it a little thicker, you could just cook it longer and more of the liquid will evaporate. But I love, love, love how these turned out. I hope yours turn out just as well. There was no issue with the rising, with the hole in the middle or anything like that, so they still look super darn cute, and I can't wait to eat them. They look like weird little bagel things, but hey, at least we know they're donuts. Put a bunch of the sprinkles in a little flat, small plate so that they form a nice layer. And then I'm going to take some honey. This is just it really doesn't matter. Take some honey and put it in a little dish, and take a brush and get some of the honey because it's darn sticky. And then brush onto the top of the macaroon. Just a little bit of honey, just enough to make it a little bit sticky on there. Just spread it all around. And then upside down into the sprinkles. And then voila, you have your sprinkled maple donut looking fab. And then just do this to as many as you want. You can use as many or as few sprinkles as you want. You can use different types. You can use whatever sprinkles you want, obviously. And then let them age in the fridge overnight or for like 24 hours. And they will be perfect in the morning. And I mean, like, look at this. With a nice cup of tea in the morning, it's like the chicest way to eat a donut for breakfast, for real. So here are my finished macaroon donuts. They are rad. I'm very excited how well they turned out. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome macaroon recipes. And I have like a huge list of awesome ideas just like this to do some cool flavors, some cool shapey design, things like this. And I'm super excited. This turned out really well and I'm really excited about it. So subscribe and like and find me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Tumblr. And just, I don't know, I'm excited how this is going. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. It should be coming up soon. And oh, check out my website for all the recipes and details. I'll put most of them below though. So see you next time. Bye.